It's not being the same. It's not that I want to do the same things. I want to be able to do everything that I want to do, but maybe not the way that everybody's defined the best way, right? So that's actually, I think there are still certain discussions that need to happen. But I personally think this has to become a discussion. Because I actually, I don't know if you heard or read about it, Anne Mary Slaughter. I read her article at the Atlantic. She is the dean, she used to be the dean of Princeton Law School, and she actually consulted Hillary Clinton in her first term. And she came and gave a speech at Novartis. I mean, and I was very interested. And you can still find the article. I really found it very, very helpful. But she was identifying the situation as, well, this is really a problem for all, right? This is not only a problem for women again, but this becomes a problem for those men who want to support their wives.
Large-scale initiatives to address these issues, and of those, there's only a certain percentage that are actually ensuring that those are implemented in the way that they are meant to be. Now, I know very well from providing services here in this area and having had the reach that I've had in past positions, how something is intended is one thing. If it's not executed in that way, that's a whole nother issue, and it has a lot of reverberations that you don't.
What I'm going to talk about today, and that is the trajectory of women in the presidency. Beginning, we're going to actually begin fairly early in the process, and I want to actually chronologically go and show you how women have moved into senior positions. And Ronald Reagan, who is a Republican, follows suit. He also brings in 3 women to his cabinet. What's interesting is now we start to see a pattern. What we're also going to start to see is not only women, but we start to see diversity in the president's senior staff and cabinet.
As arrogance, that I'm entitled to this job somehow, or the expectation is that I will lose this election. And I think you want a candidate that you will like. That's a balance. But you also want a candidate like you. So you want a candidate that knows those issues, knows what this is going to cost. What are those taxes going to be to pay for this new system? Or the 28 bridges tonight, and 10 of those are in need of care. So the $5
She comes in with a group of different ladies who come in from the community and try to not only power but empower the young ladies that are in those grades, and tell them that you don't have to, subject yourself to be dumb or to come off not knowledgeable about a subject just to fit in with your peers. You can, elevate yourself. You can be just as good and as equal and still, thrive and have friends. So that is something as a culture that we need to change. I think not only in school system, but just as women in general.
Try to look like a guy. We had the big shoulder pads to give us bigger shoulders, and we needed to look strong and fierce. And I had the power suit in the 80s, and I was so confused. I was a very young leader because my whole college education was sort of skewed because my parents didn't really support higher education. I did go to college right out of high school, but my parents picked my major.